Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler.
and now we have another battle mat review.
Yes. Doing the Battlefront, makers of Flames of War and Team Yankee, their new battle mats.
Mm-hmm.
And we're taking a look at their, it's a terrible name, as you'll see in a moment. Their Brown and City mat.
Brown City mat. Now this
Yes.
is a reversible mat,
Yes, so it's two-sided.
and it's by Battlefront.
You're right. So if you go to the Battlefront Flames of War website, you can find some information there. You go to their catalog. And at the moment, they only have one picture in the catalog of this mat. They actually have two mats. They have this one, which is like a light green steppe on one side and a city map on the other. We'll show you some pictures in a moment. And they also have another one, which is green and a desert on the other side.
Okay, but you don't own that one, correct?
I do not own that one, yes.
Again, these are the mouse pad type
Right.
mats, except of course the back is not the rubber that the normal ones you're used to seeing are. This is the other.
Right, and so it's got an
Double
image on both sides, so you
Correct.
get twice the fun.
Twice the fun, which is actually not a bad idea.
No, I think it gives you a little bit of variation.
And here is the
This
photo
is the
of this one.
step side. Now, in real life, it looks like a light yellow-green with, modeling and everything.
Yeah,
And,
let's see if this one shows it any better.
Yeah.
No, it's about
here it looks like it's a brown, so
right.
it's a bit brighter than this.
Yes, it comes out a little bit greener than
Yes.
what you're seeing.
Yes.
But there's the pictures of it. It's a nice pattern.
Yes, it is a nice pattern.
It's a nice pattern. I like it for what it is,
Mhm.
And then you flip it over, and you have a city.
And you have the city side with the streets and the medians and city blocks, etc., and some black marks.
Scorch marks.
Those are actually on the mat there, and we didn't have any.
spill things
We
on
didn't
the
spill anything on the mat. So yeah, but it's got a nice effect, a lot of detail, a little bit of rubble here and there,
Mhm.
and it's designed for use for them for I guess for Stalingrad for the last set of books. But
Right.
I got this because for historicals we do city fights, and it just makes it easier when you're going to a hobby store to roll this out.
Yep. Again, it's
And we have our same lurkers looking
same
on.
lurkers watching as well.
Yes, yes.
And here you go. There's with the corner flipped up, so you can
Right,
see the
so you can see that
overlap.
it is truly two-sided. We're not lying. Yeah,
We just laid two back to back.
exactly.
And tried to do it. Now you can go to the website and try not to
Yeah.
find it.
Now, this one does have a label on the one side, on the step side.
But again, it's very small.
Actually, we didn't even notice it at
Okay,
first. So
yes.
yeah,
Yeah, there it is. It doesn't show up. This doesn't bother me like the other one did that we saw earlier with the big patch on the corner.
right.
This is much
'Cause it
better. 'Cause
rather
it's much
blends in.
more,
Yeah.
much less obtrusive.
Exactly. And I think it's on the other one. I think it's on the green side also.
Is it
But
where
not-
it shows up
yeah,
a
not
little
on the
bit?
desert side. So another example.
And there you can see the branding on it in the corner.
Right. And his mouse pad go too. This is actually I thought was a little thinner than the other mats that
It
we were
was
looking
a
at.
bit thinner.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure why they would have done that, but
Yeah. Although because it's double sided, it is hard to get it into a small roll up because you don't have the stretching on the one
stretch
side.
fabric doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, rating cosmetically, it's a little down from the others. About a 4.
Right.
Ease of transport. We dinged at another point here. Is this one? You're paying $100 for the mat. It does not come with a carrying case. It
Right.
does come in a box.
It comes in a box, but it is extremely. The likelihood of you rolling it up and getting it back in that box is probably slim. I managed to do it, but it's like this is just too damn much work,
Right.
So you're probably better off getting a rolling tube or
So-
buying a transport thing from somebody else.
What it's going to come down to is you're going to go to one of the other sites that sells the mats and
Right.
buy a case from
Or
them.
you're going to schlep it around without a case.
Yeah, which I don't recommend.
Ease of use. It's like all the other mousepad mats. You can't put hills underneath it, but you just roll it out and you're ready to go. So
Right.
there is that plus. Value, we knocked it because it is $100. So it is by far the most expensive mat
Correct.
that we've reviewed so far. I mean, there are actually more expensive mats on the web.
But you could argue it's better because you're kind of getting two for
But you
one.
can say I'm getting two surfaces, so maybe I'm getting a good value. So you can go
Right.
either way. Durability, same as all the other ones. It's relatively easy to clean. You don't want to let stuff soak too long, but
Right.
You can wipe it off, and our overall was a 4, which is still a good score, not as high as some of our other mats.
Yeah.
But the value proposition and the lack of the transport bag and rolling it up kind of ding this one a bit. And then, as I said, none of those things were terrible. It's just
Correct. It's just things that we're used to at this point.
right, exactly. And then still, we're not giving any. There's no 2s here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, or 1s. So
Right.
There's still good stuff. It's still a nice mat if you're looking for something. If you don't want to have multiple mats, but you'd like to have a couple of terrain features, this is a good way to go. If you like this particular style of mat, it's also a good way to go. So,
Right. Now again, if we're primarily a 9th age site. We're pretty much only a 9th age site at this point.
As far as the YouTube is concerned.
So as far as using this,
not as far as the blog is concerned. It's the opposite there. So
this mat in of itself is probably not worth it for a 9th age gamer because you're probably not going to use the city portion of it.
Yes.
So this one I would not recommend for.
No.
If
for 9th age, you probably want, if you want to go with the 2-side, you want to go with the desert and the green one.
Correct.
So, and then that way, if you have like a Tomb King's army, you can play on one side, and you have a
Tomb Kings. They still make those?
No, they don't actually. That's if you're playing. If you're an old Hammer guy.
Oh, okay. If you're a 9th age guy, you play like
Undying Dynasties. Yes. Or if you want to play Empire of Sunstall on the other side.
There you go.
So it gives you a little bit of variation if you have multiple armies, for example, and you just want to switch things up.
But that's it.
That's it.
That's what it is. Thanks.
Till next time.